up for the podcast. I look like I could be parking your car. This
Guess
is my,
who's a golfer?
Wait. This
You.
doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good.
No, that's me.
Doesn't look good.
That's me that doesn't look good. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. If you don't look good, we don't look
I'm
good.
not fucking leaving.
What?
Okay, here we go.
Let me hear your. Let me hear you talk.
These are my levels. These
Oh
are levels.
my gosh.
Levels.
Hold on a second.
Levels.
I have a special thing.
What is all this shit?
Well, that's stuff. Hi, what's up?
Hi.
This is the Monday Mass.
Welcome.
Todd.
We're gonna do. Welcome to the Monday Mass. This
Welcome
is where
to the
we
jungle.
do an unboxing of Chris's bullshit he left here on the table.
This is not bullshit. This is something fun because I went on a trip and I came back and I had one of those great mail days. I just want to show you guys a few things. For those of you who are listening and not watching, we'll describe it. This came in the mail. This is pretty cool.
Who
this
sent
is
you
a
this?
Run the Jewels Hot Wheels Volcom Hot Wheels special car. See? You like cars?
I like Run the Jewels too.
Run the Jewels special.
Run them Jewels fast. Run them
Hot
Jewels
Wheels
fast.
Volcom. Thank you, Volcom.
This is cool.
Yeah.
How do
see?
you
You called it bullshit before.
give it to me? I'm not done.
What else do we have here?
I wonder if this is
Nobody
worth
wants to see the
something.
back of it.
What's on the back? Oh.
No, you
This
were
is
just
it.
holding
This is I guess that's a collector's
I'm trying to do
item.
it fast so you don't start complaining.
Panicking Coffee and Tea has tea. Well, they looks like
Tea
a
bags.
tea bag, but it's called a brew bag.
You're right. Yeah.
Is this part of the ad
This is
block?
how the podcast starts. DiecutStickers.com made some stickers for my band. Sunbender. Todd, you want to put that on your car?
Sure.
Right on the paint.
On the paint. Do we?
Right on the paint.
Well, there's instructions on how to peel a die cut sticker. Chris,
Yep.
I was recently in Oregon just a day ago, dropping my daughter off at school.
I know. I talked to you.
Don't ask me about how my feelings are because they're broken and I'm a shattered man right now.
I know.
But there are an awful lot of people rolling around Eugene, Oregon with their duck stickers unpeeled.
No, they're not.
Yes, there are.
We
Like-
need a PSA from DiecutStickers.com. Peel those die cut stickers,
How,
please.
Please.
Please peel them.
Like, there's no way to achieve world peace if you can't even peel a goddamn die cut sticker.
Do you eat your bananas with the peel on? Think about it. All right, this
That's
is cool.
what she said.
This is a book called In Deep by Matt George. Matt George is a surf writer, and we talked about this a little bit, but now I have the physical copy. In Deep by Matt George, stories from the surf world.
I didn't
and
bring anything for show.
Last
and tell.
but
This
not
sucks.
least, this is a biggie right here. This is Shaping Surf History. Tom Curran, years 1980 to 1983. Look at this. It's a coffee table book by Jim Medico.
Wow.
There's really, smell it.
Is this
Smell it.
is this the Jeffrey's Bay wave?
I
Is that
mean,
the
I
wave?
don't know. No.
If you don't know who Tom
No,
Curran is,
This is all like this. It's not all Tom Curran.
You're
but
a
it's California.
moron.
It is Jimmy Medico right there. That right there. That's like a family heirloom. Okay, this is the Monday Mass. I'm Chris Coté.
wait, I already said my name.
Todd Richards. Say it again. This
Todd
is September 25th, 2023.
And this
Is the ad block.
is the ad block.
This podcast is presented by 1620 Workwear. At 1620 USA, this is American-made workwear. I got some shorts and a shirt recently, and it's like you feel like you're in bulletproof gear. Oleu Originals at Oleu Originals on Oleu_Originals. This is Oleu board shirt, wore my bird shirt, board shirt on a longboard in El Salvador.
Oh, yeah,
no
that's
rash,
right.
no sunburn. It was tight
You don't even look tan
because I was wearing a board shirt.
on your
Machu
face.
Picchu, bro.
Machu Picchu energy drink. Do you like to get jacked up on a caffeinated beverage and be completely productive all the while
Yes.
not consuming any sugar?
Yes,
Well, Machu Picchu has you covered.
thank you.
And not only is it in attractive cans,
It is.
I don't have anything else for you.
It's a great energy
It's a
drink.
great energy drink.
We got Mint Tours at Mint Tours. We're very excited to announce Todd and I are going to Japan. We're going to go to Japan this January on a Mint tour. We're going to experience this for ourselves. There's going to be some top pros, some legends, and of course, snow in Japan. Apparently, from what Todd tells me, it's the greatest.
It's the
Even a guy
greatest.
like me can have the time of his life, right?
Well, as
I
long
don't,
as
do
you
I
don't,
need to wear beacons
as long as
and
you
all
don't,
that?
as long as you don't show up with those stupid step-on bindings.
No,
that
I'm
you-
going to show up
you
prepared
love.
and ready to rock and roll. Hanson Surfboards at Hanson Surfboards. That's where I'm going to get my snowboard dialed in for my mint tour of Japan because Hanson Surfboards, surf, skate, everything in between. The holiday season's coming up. You might as well start shopping now.
I recently saw a photo of the lead singer of Agent Orange with a Hanson's T-shirt on.
Oh, really?
Performing.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Hanson's, the legendary surf shop. What else we got? Beneath Apparel at BN3TH Apparel, the best underwear on the planet.
I only brought one pair of underwear by accident for 4 days, and let me tell you,
It worked.
Beneath Apparel works.
Do we need to tell you anymore? No Batwing for 4 days in the sweaty.
There was, however,
bowels of
probably
Oregon.
Shatwing.
There might have been that.
I'll let you just.
What else we
decipher.
got? Bubs Naturals at Bubs Naturals, collagen, MCT brain oil, and more. Bubs Naturals. It was recently brought to my attention that I look really good. A lot of people have been saying it. That my fingernails look really good. They taste great too.
Do you bite
Bubs
your,
Naturals helps
we've
you with all that
discussed
stuff.
this.
Look
Do
at my
you-
hair.
Do you bite your fingernails all the time?
I stopped, but every once in a while I flirt with the germs that are underneath
That's
them.
why you got
with my
worms.
teeth.
That's why you have worms.
Bachans. Try Bachans.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a new Bachans ad that actually made me hungry.
You did?
Bachans on the barbecue chicken wings. Bachans on the barbecue chicken wings.
And Bachan's is having a thing right now with their Instagram where you can send in your best Bachan's recipes,
A thing and a thing.
and it's basically they're creating a virtual cookbook.
Man, you are sad, huh?
Well, we'll get to that in
I never see
sadness
Todd
news.
sad. New Greens at New Greens. I'm very excited because I ran out
I
of
just-
New Greens and Pure prescriptions, and I literally a week later, I was starting to feel a little sick, and then I'm getting a package coming, so I'm gonna be 110% healthy with my New Greens.
I just sent my daughter well, I'm sending it today, a care package of stuff to where she's going to school, and it's crazy. Like these kids go to college, and if you're on like a meal plan, right? Like you pay for tuition, you get like you're in a dorm, you
'Kay.
get a meal plan, but like the food at the dorms and like the food program they have, it's like fast food.
It's not healthy,
It's not fucking healthy.
so they need New Greens.
So yeah, so she's I think New Greens is going to save her.
Okay,
She's not going to get scurvy while she's there.
that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Last but not least, diecutstickers.com talked about it a second ago. They made us these sick ass Sunbender stickers, black and white, white and black, die cut, and uncut.
So
Let's talk about sadness. Let's
So
start
this
off
is
with a bang.
I'm fucking bummed.
I know. We're all
Um,
here for you, all of
I
us.
dropped my daughter off at college the other day, and no one really prepared me for that.
I've heard of empty nest syndrome, but you're absolutely right.
It's
This is
just
something they don't tell you about
it's
in
just
parenting
different,
class.
and it doesn't hit you. It hits you at weird times. Like
Is
you
it
know,
harder with a daughter or with
it's
a
way
son?
for me. It's way harder with a daughter. My wife has been like at ground zero, like getting these kids ready to go off to school because both of my kids left the house at the same time because my son got COVIDed for 2 years. So, you know, he went to community college. He was home. My daughter finished up high school. So just by coincidence, and the universe sent them out the door simultaneously. So it's kind of gnarly that we're both, you know, we're being empty nesters, but driving my daughter to Oregon. My son's going to school in LA, so it's not like that far away. But my daughter, driving her to Oregon, 17 hours up, 17 hours back. It was a whirlwind getting there. Once you get there, you help her.
Is it like in the movies? Is there like people everywhere?
Oh my God,
and-
it's chaos. It's total chaos. And I mean, I hadn't really. When I went to school, it was like I don't even remember. It was like my parents just dropped me off on a Sunday and said lates, and I was
Where
stoked.
did you go to school?
Near University of New Hampshire. It wasn't University of New Hampshire. It was a it was
behind
was-
it.
It was a satellite
the
campus.
alley
Anyways,
behind
it
it.
wasn't like I didn't have like the true college
Yeah.
like experience. But you know, you get to University of Oregon, the Ducks, go Ducks! Ducks fucking destroyed Colorado this
Saw
weekend.
that.
It was pretty.
I've always been a fan of the Ducks,
pretty
even
major.
before your daughter started going there.
So you drop her off, and it's like it is chaos. It's absolute chaos. There's a trillion parents running around. You're trying to get your kids' dorms ready, like all this stuff. And
Do you put posters of yourself on the wall?
my God, you're not like she's in like a new dorm, so she's not even allowed to put thumbtacks on the wall. So we had to like get really crafty. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So you spend all this time, and you're in complete like anxiety time crunch mode because you're really only there for a couple days.
Yeah.
And you get her all worked in, and she's tensions are flaring. They're all over the place because
she's nervous.
Nervous,
You're
everything.
nervous.
So we get her off. Of course we're leaving. It's like cloudy and crappy out, and then we drive back to San Diego, and I'm like in a pretty good place. I think my daughter's in a pretty good place, and I get home last night, and we finally get. It's like it's really far from Oregon. 17 hours is no joke.
In the car.
In the car. We broke it up. We stopped at the in-laws' house halfway, but still, 17 hours is gnarly. And the 5 yesterday coming back from like the Bay Area was jacked. The great whatever. It was just crazy.
Last thing you need.
So finally get home. I'm just like spent, and I go in the house, and I walked into her room.
Oh, you just couldn't help it, huh?
Dude, like full breakdown.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've got to like.
I feel for you, man.
I got to work
hard.
through this, and it's like a lot of people. People say, "Oh, it's hard," but you don't know. And so those of you that have kids that are watching this, Chris, you have kids.
Yeah.
This is a news flash that they will eventually leave. And the crazy thing is like, I remember when I left, I didn't call my mom for like a long time.
Like a month?
Just because I just wanted to leave. Like I was just like, I just want to go.
But she's probably not like you.
Right, she's not like me, and I think the kids. I think
she's
we
very likable.
We were a lot different back then too. Like I think kids were a lot more feral and like you wanted to like
untethered
escape and go and like run. You weren't your parents' best friend.
Yeah,
like
kids, it is now.
Like kids are now, so it's like it's gnarly.
Yeah,
like I lost like a piece of me.
You didn't lose a piece of you.
A piece of me is missing.
Yeah.
A piece of me is missing, and no one really prepared. Actually, coincidentally, my buddy Justin that owns Bachan's was like, "Oh, dude, it was the hardest.
Get ready.
It was the hardest day of my life."
Jeez.
And I kind of wrote it off like,
nervous.
But he, basically said it's going to hit you. It's going to hit you in weird times, and it's going to take about a month for you to figure this out. Like your body's equilibrium of having like this missing limb will take about a month.
Oh man.
So
well, I'm sorry,
here I am.
But congratulations.
I'm going through the motions. I wore a nice shirt.
Yeah. Is this the new Todd?
I
grown up Todd. Todd's grown up now.
I used to wear like collared shirts like this to skate all the time.
I remember that.
No, you don't. You didn't fucking know me then.
Yeah,
Shut
I
up.
did.
You didn't.
I've seen you at events in collared shirts.
I had a Thrasher shirt that was like this. Do you remember when Thrasher used to they made?
That was like a gas station shirt.
No, Thrasher used to make collared shirts.
Polo.
That's
a polo.
This is a polo.
Yeah, you're a golfer.
Thrasher. I had this blue. Actually, Omar Hassan gave me this blue Thrasher polo once when we were in Sweden. It was like I wore it all the time. Anyway,
so
that's where I am.
Yeah.
I'm an emotional roller coaster. My entire family leaves today. My wife is going to Florida for
oh my gosh.
a thing, and my son is going to school. Like my son is now leaving to go up to his school today.
You need a new hobby, buddy.
So I'm going to be sitting in my house just fucking bawling for the next month.
Video games, alcohol, weed, none of that's going to cut it, Todd. You need a new hobby. What are you going to do?
Maybe I should take a
We'll take new hobbies for Todd in the comments
If you guys
below.
have comments for new hobbies for me, just go ahead and throw them in the chat.
Yep.
And we'll go from there. All right, so this is the Monday Mass. This is not a podcast about emotional sad sacks. This is about
Sometimes it is.
action sports.
I got something that's going to cheer you up, Todd. Okay.
Why are you fast forwarding our entire podcast right now?
I'm not. I'm doing stuff. I'm producing, actually, and it's still going. We're still recording.
Should we do Surf News is brought to you by
Surf News is brought to you by Hanson Surfboards.
Hanson
you know
Surfboards. Oh, and by the way, Chris, I'm no longer on strike.
I
just like
saw
to tell
that.
you guys
that's
that
nerd news. I already wrote that one
I am
down.
no longer on strike anymore. I
We're
was
just talking and talking. Sorry, guys. I'm actually working right here. As we work, I'm working. Let me see something. Okay.
What are you doing?
This is good. This is going to cheer you up. I said this is going to cheer you up. Hold on. I'm just gonna. Okay.
all
Let me
right.
just hit pause for a second.
All right.
Okay.
What
For
do you
those
pause?
of you watching,
This is Chris is doing. This is what is known as stitch
okay,
work.
check it out. One of the greatest surf contests I've seen in ages.
We're not recording.
Went down.
Oh, we are. Okay.
Don't.
Fuck.
I'm the technical director of
Stop.
this podcast.
Go.
There was an event that went down at Uluwatu. It was the Uluwatu Single Fin Classic. The waves were insanely good. Like the best Uluwatu you could get. Bunch of great surfers riding single fin boards. I have a report that's going to cheer Todd up. It's going to cheer you all up. A very hungover Luke Cederman
Oh,
coming at us
Raglan
from,
surf reports
from Bali.
All right,
So
let's hear it.
Check it out.
This is the part where Chris inserts it into the podcast
Yeah,
that we
you
don't
hear it.
we don't actually get to hear it. So I don't
You
know.
get to hear it.
I don't know what the fuck is
He
going
said
on.
something great. He said some great stuff. Didn't speak very highly of you, but. And that was our report live from the bowels of Bali, a very hungover, in his own words, Luke Cederman. But congratulations to Luke Cederman surfing a near perfect heat.
Dude, Luke Cederman is so like
He's really good at surfing.
he's fucking incredible.
And the single fin, well, we all think of, single fin, like, you know, like if you're a good surfer, you can rip a single fin. It's not easy. As you can see in the video, the best of the best. They're
He's
struggling
like-
a little bit, but they're absolutely ripping.
He's like the third best bald surfer I know.
Third, Kelly Slater,
Shane Dorian.
Shane Dorian, Luke Cederman.
Or maybe like eighth best.
Aprad La Sierra, 1. Bruno Santos, 2nd. Miguel Blanco, Quicksilver team rider, 3rd. Creed McTaggart, one of my top 5 all-time favorite surfers, got 4th. Taro Watanabe, 5th. And Encinitas local, Kobe Hughes, got 6th.
Wow.
Watch the
Kobo,
replay.
Kobo de Hobo.
Kobo de Hobo got 6th. Watch the replay. Todd, I just got back from the Surf City El Salvador Longboard Classic down at El Sunzal in Surf City El Salvador. Great event, 4 days, longboarding. You know, very relaxing. Again, ASMR style. There were some heated moments with, you know, action, but
Do you have a different?
nice event.
Do you have a different announcing voice for
I do.
longboard versus shortboard?
yeah, no, I
contest?
definitely do. It's way, you know, the finals, you start to get a little excited, but throughout the whole event, I was pretty, like, I was about 3/4.
Is it golfy?
It's not golfy. It's just more, it's a slower tempo. You know, there was a ton of waves coming through, and there's overlapping heat, so there was plenty of surf and plenty of waves ridden. The hard part is how many different ways can you describe a nose ride to a turn?
See, I would do it. I
Nose
would
ride,
be
turn.
very aggressive with my commentary. I
Yeah.
would like want to mismatch it.
Well, I got a mid-tempo and, you know, good reviews. It was all good. And I think I got a spot at the upcoming Malibu Finals, which is happening between October 3rd and 14th, a one-day event, just like the
Wow.
lowers, the Rip Curl WSL Finals. So 8 men, 8 women, best longboarders at the probably most. What do you think Malibu is like the most famous surf spot in the world, or one of them,
Maybe
especially for longboarding?
easily for longboarding.
Yeah, so that's going to be fun. And
What up, bombhole? You guys tuning in to see how a real podcast is done?
can you hear us? We don't know if the audio is
Yeah,
on.
we don't even know if
It
the
might
audio is
be.
happening.
El Salvador never disappoints. It was like, it was as small as it gets. That means it was a foot overhead. Super consistent. High tide, low tide didn't matter. Glassy most of the day. Evening sessions were super fun. But I will say, if you do want to catch a lot of waves while a championship tour event is in town, go to a shortboarding CT, because you're not going to get a lot of waves when you have 45 of the best longboarders in the world out at the spot you're trying to surf. And I can guarantee you they do like catching waves. So that's a thing still. Longboarders
Mhm.
still like catching waves. There were some leash tans that were pretty cool.
Some what?
But anyway, it was cool. It was a cool event.
There was some what?
Leash tans. They wear their leashes up under their knee, and so you'll see people walking around. You're like,
I thought
"Whoa,
that
what
was
happened
whack.
to that person?"
I thought it was whack to wear a leash.
I personally don't think you should be wearing a leash on a log, but this is a lot of their livelihood, so I can't blame them for doing that. And these are priceless longboards, all handmade, and it's a rock point, so I get it. I rode a longboard one of the days, and I wore a leash on my under my knee because I had borrowed the board and it sucked.
You know,
Surfing a longboard
you want to
with
make
a leash sucks.
a longboard competition interesting. I'm about to give you
No waxed.
no. You wear the leash around your testicles in the men's event.
Okay.
You leash.
I will email the WSL.
You have like your leash just kind of like threads up into your shorts, and you cinch that thing right around your testicles. You will not.
That's how Luke Cederman got those perfect scores.
You will not bail a board. I guarantee you that.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe that's a
it
way.
was entertaining.
Maybe that's a way for people to, when they learn how to surf, so they don't ditch their board. You have to have your board leashed to your testicles if you're a male.
Well,
for the first few years.
How to surf then?
I don't know. We'll figure out a zone.
Okay.
What would be a zone?
You still haven't figured out a zone. There's more. It was a great event. Longboarding's hard. They make it look really easy. It's really hard. There are 2 more Challenger Series events coming up. The last 2 of the year, October 1 through 8, EDP Ericeira Pro Portugal. That's always a good one. Big, long right-hand point break. October 14th, 21, Saquarema Pro in Brazil. Then we will see.
Are we talking about longboard bullshit?
No, this is championship
okay.
Challenger Series.
All right.
2 Challenger Series left, and we're going to find out who our 2024 Championship Tour rookies are going to be and requalifiers. Here's your top 4 Challenger Series surfers: Cole Houshman, Jacob Wilcox, Crosby Colapinto, Eli Hanneman. So Cole Houshman's qualified. We're finally going to see Jacob Wilcox on the Championship Tour, pretty much. Crosby Colapinto joining his brother.
I feel like we just get done with this.
No, there's 2 left. The women, Sally Fitz is in the lead, Isabella Nichols, Sawyer Lindblad, probably going to be a rookie on 2024, and India Robinson. And the big news while we were there, the 2024 Championship Tour schedule dropped on the internet. In my opinion, it's a banger. But, of course, social media whinge patrol got on it early, crying about all kinds of shit.
I get it, though.
They're crying about it.
Why is J-Bay gone? Like, that sucks. I think it's
Fiji's added.
Yeah, Fiji's added, but still,
There's
there's
a regular foot.
whatever that stupid wave pool.
J-Bay was
the
wave pool's gone.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
But we're still.
you can't have everything you want.
Can I have some?
You get some. What you all instead of this is why social media and surfing's so negative. Instead of saying, "Wow, that's sick. Fiji's back. Can't wait." What? J-Bay's gone. I'm gonna go cry.
Well, J-Bay's entertaining.
I'm gonna do a podcast in an echo chamber and just
J-Bay.
cry for an hour.
I like J-Bay better than I like Lowers.
Well, Lowers is still on the schedule.
No shit.
Some people are crying about that.
Well,
But I kind of realized why you need Lowers on the schedule. We talked about it last week.
we're not. I refuse to have any more conversations about why Lowers
Why
is
you
a
don't
good
like
why
Lowers.
Lowers is a good idea.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to watch.
It's a terrible idea.
Here's some key points brought up by Stab Magazine. There will be 9 regular season events in 2024. That's 1 fewer than 2023. 8 of 9 will count towards a surfer season point total. J-Bay and Surf Ranch are out, as we know. Cloudbreak is back for the first time since 2017. WSL Finals is back at Lowers. Mid-year cut remains after 5 events. Chopo event will run in late May because the Olympics are going to run there in July.
Let me ask you this, Chris.
Between July 27th and August 5th.
When you guys used to do the Fiji Pro, I can't remember.
The Volcom Fiji Pro and the Globe Fiji Pro.
Whatever the Fiji Pros were.
Yeah.
Fiji Pros.
Yes.
When you were on a paid vacation on Tavarua for way too fucking long.
Drinking a lot at that time.
So, was the venue, like the A venue, was the A venue restaurants or was the A venue Cloudbreak?
A venue is Cloudbreak.
But they will push to restaurants if
you go back and watch some of those Globe videos, I think at least 1, maybe 2 of those events had appearances at restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. I love watching Cloudbreak. Personally, though, I like restaurants better.
That wave is.
You're watching guys and girls go off the bottom. They disappear.
Yeah, because they're underneath the freaking
and then
reef.
They smash it, and then they disappear. It's the coolest thing to see ever. So
I couldn't remember.
I'm sure they can do both.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know if I'm invited.
I'd
yet
be surfing
either.
Right.
Yeah. So we got Pipe, Sunset, Paniche, Bells, Margaret's, Chopo, Punta Roca, El Salvador, Saquarema, Cloudbreak,
and then the
finals.
Olympics. The Olympics are in there, though.
The Olympics, they have a The Olympics are between July 27th and August 5th, and there's practices in and around then. Yeah, so we have some Olympic stuff to do as well.
We have a fellow WSL commentator just joined. Hi, Kipes.
Who? Kaipo Guerrero.
Hi, Kaipo. We were just
I
saying,
miss you.
We were just saying how lame it is having the finals at lowers. But
He was saying
Chris refuses to say anything negative.
When do I ever say anything negative about anything?
That's
the thing you got to think about.
I'm so sick of this.
You accuse me of being a sycophant,
You're
but
like,
when do I say negative shit?
You're like a fucking Nerf football.
I know. I'm always fun to play with and squeeze.
And throw at your mom.
Thank you.
Okay.
I got a special guest.
Another one?
Wait. Yeah, this is an actual call.
Oh, sick. Oh, I need to talk to this guy. Can I conduct business while we're...
Chris?
Taylor Steele. It's Chris and Todd. You're live on the Monday M.A.S.S podcast.
Hi, Taylor.
I'm stoked to be live with you guys.
Oh, we're stoked to be live with you. Todd needs to talk about business
I got
later,
some business we got to
I
iron
want
out.
to talk about how excited I am that you're just awake. You're up and at 'em after a week of the Solento Surf Festival. Congratulations. It looked amazing.
Yeah, this was by far our best year. We finished with a sneak peek of Trilogy, and that one was just like feeling that energy of the crowd on that movie. I'm still buzzing from it.
That's the new Billabong movie with Seth, Griff, and Ethan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically an ode to the original Trilogy with Andy Irons and Joel Parkinson and Taj Burrow, and it's with Seth Moniz, Griffin Colpinto, and Ethan Ewing, but it's not funded by Billabong. They're a sponsor, but it's basically like the director raised all the money and got the funding for it, brought me and Enoch Harris in as executive producers, and then it's been like 3 years in the making.
Oh, hell yes.
So it's a big production.
That's
big
so rad.
Film.
And I wanted to thank you. I got the chance to commentate at the Solento Surf Festival Countdown Cup, and
Yeah.
I announced with Kelly Slater and Rob Machado and you and Todd DeCercio, and it was super fun. That was just an amazing day. Highlights: firefighters versus lifeguards. The lifeguards kind of kicked their ass.
Yeah, and another highlight for me was the Gromathon, where we had Groms run the beach, sprint, paddle, and then surf a heat. And so that was fun.
So
watching
good.
13 and under, just like.
And how
hustling.
rad for those kids. They got a lifelong memory. Kelly Slater is announcing your heat at
I know.
Seaside. That was like, bravo for getting Kelly
there was
down
a
there.
lot
He hung out for 4 hours.
There was a lot of goat sightings in Encinitas. It was like Sasquatch was running around. It was a lot of goat sightings in Encinitas.
Yeah, that's the blessing of just having great friends that just are supportive. We're able to get all these people to show up and come down to our sleepy town most of the time and try to like get some energy in Encinitas.
It was amazing. Cole McCaffrey and Caden Persidock won the Countdown Cup, which was super fun. And a lot of people have been talking about Michael Obelwitz and Sea of Darkness coming out of a sea of darkness into the light of day, or the dark of night at La Paloma for the first time. And that's the first time that movie's been like premiered properly.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, didn't happen. No, I must be thinking of something else.
Wait,
Yeah,
is it?
no, I don't
Is
know.
this
That
the
might
Sea of
just be
Darkness?
rumors. I don't know what you're talking about on that one.
Okay, I'm wrong.
But we had Obelwitz in the house, and,
Wow.
and he showed some sneak peeks of some of the stuff he's been working on. Some of the stuff he's been working on for 15 years and haven't seen the light of day, and other stuff, is maybe more recent, like a Sonny Garcia film.
Oh, damn. So more of a Q&A with Michael Obelwitz, the Shakespeare
Yes,
of
it was
surfing.
a long-form Q&A, like a 3-hour, because we're showing parts of films and stuff, and some we showed more than others, but I can't really get into the details on that.
Oh, I love to hear that. Well,
Oh,
again,
boy.
congratulations on doing it at La Paloma Theater, which is the place for surfing and cinema. And not only did you provide the town with a super rad week of festivities, but you also
A lot of margaritas were consumed.
yeah, there was a lot. Yeah,
It was
just really
A lot
cool.
of ranch water went down.
It was
the
really
old
cool for
hatch.
La Paloma for sure.
Yeah, no, we there was an art gallery at Four Moons. There was, La Ploma had 3 nights of films and music, and then we had Seaside Takeover. We did something at Alila Maria. It was really, all in. It was like a 7-day event, which is, super stoked on the team's effort on that. But the thing is, all the ticket proceeds and all the drinks went to Changing Tides Foundation, and so another local charity, all female based, they got all the proceeds. So that's the cool part.
That's awesome.
Rad.
Awesome. Thanks, Taylor. We'll talk. What, you have business with Taylor? Do you want to call him after the
I'll
show?
call him after, but yeah,
Do you have his phone number?
Can
I give your phone number to
I
Todd?
have his number.
Yeah, you give my phone number to him,
Right.
but
I'll give you
have his people talk to my people.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll have my people call your people.
We'll go through management. Thanks so much, Taylor. Thanks for being so rad in Encinitas. Love it.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for all your help. And next time, Todd, we got to get you there.
Yeah, I know. I just wasn't in town.
It was all the way down at Seaside, though. Todd doesn't. Todd
I
only
was
goes
dropping my
north.
daughter off at college. Fuck.
Well, you're gonna have to talk to Taylor about that too.
Yeah, all
'cause
right.
his
We'll
daughters
work it
are
out.
getting to be
Very
college
inconvenient
age.
schedule.
I know. We'll next year you're there.
Next year, Taylor, if you could just work around Todd's schedule, that would be
Yeah,
great.
that'd be great.
Yeah,
Thanks.
we'll go around your schedule. You send it to me, a week before, and I'll adjust.
I'll fax
Give
it
him-
to you.
Let Taylor have the day off, dude. He's been
Okay.
working
All right.
like till midnight every night. Thanks, Taylor. We
guys.
love you, buddy.
See you, man.
All right, same. All right, see you, bud.
Taylor.
Probably should have done that
Steele, everybody.
before the Solento Surf Festival to hype it up, but we didn't need to because
No, we
it
did.
sold out.
We talked about it.
We did.
Yeah.
It sold out. Everything sold out. So congrats to Taylor and the crew. That was awesome.
How is
Awesome
that?
week.
How is that? It's like, we have proximity to these
People.
icons of industry, like the Kelly.
Taylor answered on the first ring.
I know. Well, like the Kelly Slaters and the Machados and the Tony Hawks. Like we
Do you wanna
see
call- do you
we
wanna call
see them.
Kelly? I
No, I'm
mean,
just
who do you want?
saying, like it's pretty insane. As a Grom, to see like Kelly Slater walking around Encinitas.
I've known Kelly now forever, and I still right at first. Like when he came up and sat down, so he was on crutches.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have to do anything. The goat doesn't have to do anything. He sat there for literally 4 hours and announced with me. We had so much fun. He was so rad. Machado came up. It was awesome.
Very
And
cool.
imagine if you're a little kid. So these are little kids, 10, 12,
Mhm.
and Kelly Slater's announcing your heat. Here goes Bob going right. It was
Kelly
sick.
Slater loves little kids. Wait, that came out wrong.
We did another item on Stab Mag.
Is this
Which remember when you gave me Sam's
yes
number? He didn't text me back.
Shocker. Okay. What?
Anyway, Stab's great. So this is a quick report. In Rio Olympics 2016, the New York Times reported that athlete lounges were stocked with 450,000 free condoms. And Olympic medalist Ryan Lochte, the swimmer who peed on the street in Brazil, said 75% Olympians were hooking up. Anyway, that
Mhm.
brings us to this year. The Paris Olympics 2024 is going to be going off in Paris, the Olympic Village, the pomp and circumstance, all the glory of the Olympics in France. It's going to be amazing. Meanwhile, surfing is going to be...
Whoa. That's the first time I've ever heard anyone use pomp and circumstance in a sentence.
And it worked.
Why are you trying to be so elitist?
Bum, circumstance.
Anyway,
So, if you're a surfer or a crew member having to do with the surfers, most likely you're going to be staying on a boat called the Aranu 5, 103 cabin, dual purpose cargo passenger ship.
the Love Boat.
If this boat's a rockin', we don't know if it's going to be rockin'. We know everybody on that'll be in the Olympics, and everyone's pretty tame. But it's pretty interesting that they're all going to be. There's just not room for everybody at the end of the road. So cruise ship.
I'll tell
Good
you
option.
this. I will tell you this from experience, from Olympic experience, being
Yes.
at the Olympics and having experience being
You've
in
been there.
the athlete village and the
Well,
athlete
winter.
accommodations.
I mean, it's the Winter Olympics. It's the second best
it
Olympics.
is a petri dish,
I like it.
not the good kind.
I'm into it.
And
Some of us like
so
that.
you've got to. So now you're out in the channel at Chopo, which I don't believe this boat will be able to be.
Well, it's not in the channel.
It'll be out
it's
in the
like-
middle of the ocean.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
There's a-
What else are you going to do?
I don't know, but like you could end up with frickin' norovirus.
Have you ever seen Triangle of Sadness?
That was. Never mind.
Anyway, I think it's cool. as I always do. We'll see what happens. Congratulations to Encinitas Ripper Alyssa Spencer. She won the Cape at the Supergirl Pro in Oceanside.
There we go.
And Todd, you should know about this. The Quicksilver Festival. Surf, skate, music, arts happening right now.
Right now in France.
Signos, Cabreton, Rossego. Surf Fast, Rock Hard, Quick Fest.
Did you say rock hard?
That's what Quicksilver said.
Okay.
So it's a big surf festival.
I don't know if that. See, there's a reason.
What?
Surf fast, rock hard. Like that probably wouldn't go over that well in the U.S.
The problem is if you were trying to surf rock
fast
hard,
while rock hard.
might-
Didn't you take Viagra once and like?
Yeah, I
go
took
surfing?
Viagra at a Warped Tour though.
I thought you did it in surfing.
No, I did it at a concert.
Has
It's
anyone
probably
ever-
worse.
Has anyone ever taken Viagra and gone and paddled out?
Answer in the comments below. A
'Cause
bunch
that's
of rad people are going to be there. Josh Kerr,
surf
Sierra
fast,
Kerr,
rock hard.
Cali Voss, Daritza Mburu, Noah Dean, Mason Ho, Clay Marzo, Mikey Wright,
It's
Adriano.
a great time to be in the south of France.
Barrels and airs, turns, combos, twin fins. Go to @Quicksilver_festival on the Instagram.
I had such a fun time at the last iteration of the Quicksilver Pro that was in France. It's so fun there.
Wait,
this time
I
of
was
year.
there, right?
No, you weren't.
I was
I
at the last
I
one because
replaced-
Red Bull Airborne was there.
No, this was a.
You weren't at the last one.
I wasn't. Maybe I wasn't at the last
No,
one. I was
you
at the
weren't.
one with
You weren't
Kersey.
invited.
The whatever Kersey's thing was.
I was invited.
You weren't there.
I was there after you.
All right.
Did you hear the headlines? Inspiring woman becomes first professional Inspiring
What?
woman becomes professional surfer despite shark biting head off. There's a
What?
surfer who was decapitated in a shark attack and went on to become a world champ.
I'm sorry. You said she was decapitated. Did she have a head transplant?
23-year-old Maya Franklin became a professional surfer despite having her head bitten off by a shark.
What the fuck?
It was reported by The Onion.
Oh.
It's a video. So it's true.
I believe everything.
Thoughts go out to Mark Richardson, 4-time Aussie champ, who was famously stripped of his 2011 World Masters title 2 years after winning it for testing positive for weed. The only surfer in history to be publicly shamed for weed.
Not to be confused with Mark Richards.
Anyway, he's you can go to Stab as well. It's on Beach Grit too. He's in Bali right now. He's very sick, and they're trying to get him back to Australia. So we're hoping for the best there. Donovan Frankenreiter, who I love. I'm assuming you do too. What's not to love about Donnie? He just broke a Guinness Book of World Records by playing 50 shows in 50 states in 49 days. Pretty insane. Todd's never played a show. He doesn't know how hard it is.
I don't know how hard that is. Also, I don't like ukulele music.
Plays an electric guitar.
Whatever, dude. It's ukulele music.
Congrats to our friend Dave Proden. His podcast, The Lineup, was nominated for a bunch of awards. Dave is awesome. The Monday Mass, currently with 0 nominations for any awards.
We like it that way.
We don't even want people to watch it
Yeah.
or listen to
We
it.
don't even know how to put it on
It's
the
for
internet.
us. Boardroom Show is coming to Del Mar October 7th and 8th. Masters of Foam and whatnot. This is a surf nerd's dream. I went there last year and hung out with Herbie and Christian Fletcher. Bing Copeland is being honored with a Masters of Foam thing. It's just like if you want to go and look at surfboards and talk to shapers and talk to your fellow surf nerds.
Just don't be
Boardroom
that.
Show's
If you
sick.
go there, don't be that guy who like holds a shaper hostage,
Good luck.
because that happens.
You'll see when you go there. If a shaper sees you passing by and gives you a look like "save me," you go in and interject
Right.
because it's like, "Hey, do you remember in 1979 and you shaped a board for Bob Turlington and it had green rails and that was a good board." It's like that,
Yeah.
but it's awesome.
Save your local shaper.
Yeah. Support your local shaper by saving him from an annoying conversation. Skate news. Do you have any more surf news?
No.
Now, I got a Rusty SD Dark Arts board. I brought it to El Salvador. It's a gem.
You like
It's
it?
a gem, folks.
The water got cold.
I went yesterday. It's not that cold.
It's kind of cold.
67. cold. Skate news is brought to you by Beneath Apparel. Todd Richards goes 4 days in one pair of underwear, totally fine.
I did. In my own personal skate news, I went, like as I said at the top of this depressing
Top of the
podcast,
hour.
I was in Eugene. I went to the Eugene skate park, and oh my God, what a marvel that
Is it
place
one of the,
is.
like the deep, gnarly ones?
It's slippery as shit. That is first and foremost.
That's Todd's skate park review. He's like, it's so sick, it's slippery as shit.
No, it's really slick. It's really
Say
fun.
something good about it.
No, it's awesome. There's so much to do there, and it's overwhelming how much there is to do.
You wear a helmet?
No, but
It
is so slippery. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking, you want to have like you don't even
Cruiser wheels.
like 98s.
Yeah.
It's that slick. Like if you're not completely bolts and coming in squared up on anything,
Dude,
you are going to pile.
I don't like slick skate park. That's why a lot of indoor parks that you go to that you're like so excited to skate until you actually start skating. It's like an ice rink.
Yeah, this is ice rinky. But, you know, it's almost, it does you, if you have new wheels and then you're going to the skate park there, ride down the Oregon streets for 5 minutes and your wheels will no longer be new because
Right.
the streets there are rough.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Walking Dead around that skate park, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
I'm sure.
crusty zombies.
People in Oregon
Eugene.
seem to really like drugs.
And then they like to live at the park
Yeah.
next to the skate park.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Well, it happens.
Yeah.
Nyjah is back big time. Completely dominated whatever last contest it was Olympic qualifiers in Europe or something. He went off, and he's
Hi, Reed.
really good.
Look, my daughter just joined. Aren't you supposed to be colleging? I hope you didn't see the whole podcast. Hi, Reed.
Congratulations. We love you. See, I
Um,
told Todd waited a month before he called his own mother when he went to college. Reef's checking in on you day one. That's a good daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She cares.
What were you
Todd's
saying?
a mess, but check in on
Stop.
him. Please check in on him.
Don't embarrass me.
This is good news. Bam Margera, sober for the last month and a half or so, absolutely ripping at FDR Park, and he was with our guy Jacob Zeke.
What do you mean? Like he was?
So Zeke was on the East Coast on a surf trip, hanging out with Ben Gravy. Zeke is homies with Bam. Bam is sober. Bam is skating. They met up in Philadelphia at the world famous Philly Side, aka FDR Skate Park. And Zeke put some footage up on his Instagram. Bam's ripping.
Very
And he's
good.
like thinned down. He doesn't look all jacked up.
Puffy.
He looks great.
Great.
And, you know, there's so many people out there that they want the best for Bam, right? So it's just, we know how this story has gone in the past, but hopefully this time it's all good. It's just great to see Bam ripping. He's one of my favorite all-time skaters.
Yeah. When you strip away all the bullshit of like of Bam Margera and Jackass and you know the Bam show.
Right.
Like before that, he was like had some of my favorite parts in Toy Machine videos.
Oh
like,
my
he
gosh.
He's got good
So
style.
creative.
His tricks. He's like a nollie master on
Yeah.
transitions. It's really good. So that's
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
he's
that was really cool to see. Giovanni Viana dropped a part that is so wild. This dude is really good. Did you watch Shane O'Neill's mini
back.
ramp
No, I
line?
haven't seen anything.
Oh, you've been on the road. Shane O'Neill dropped a mini ramp line. It was on Thrasher Mag. It was on his Instagram.
I'll tell you what I did see last night when I came home and I planted my butt in front of the couch and was just decompressing from that drive.
Changed your underwear.
I saw the frickin' Sleepy Turtle skating vert.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
dude.
Corey Juno.
He posted this
Wow.
line, frontside heel flip, 5-0 into a
But
back,
like smashing.
like a back five. Like, dude, Corey Juno is the freaking best, and I wish he would like actually like pad up and skate vert more because he's on par with a guy like Jimmy Wilkins. Like he's right
Yeah,
there.
I could see that if he
That style.
kept practicing. Keep practicing.
I'm just saying, like it's because I like to Corey Juno watching him skate and just push around and doing board slides and tail slides and lip slides. It's far more entertaining than seeing someone do a freaking varial flip, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's just that.
Corey
appealing.
Juno is a master. He really is.
Yes, he knows where his feet are at all times.
Chad Caruso, we've followed Chad across the country, literally. He is now also in the Guinness Book of World Records. Chad Caruso completed a 57-day journey on his skateboard from March to May from Venice to Virginia Beach. So he got him in the Guinness Book of World Records.
The Jackalope
on one set of wheels, too. Congratulations to Santa Cruz Skateboards. 50 years. That's pretty amazing considering that Santa Cruz Skateboards, in my opinion, has been cool the whole time.
It's probably the most, I mean, I would say, besides like the Rapones logo, like the most recognized.
This one? Screaming Hand?
No, the actual
words.
Santa Cruz logo.
Yeah.
Because it's synonymous with a place and also a brand, and you know you see it in the wild in weird places.
Pretty ballsy to call your skate brand the same name as the town you're in, but I mean, like I said, I know that Santa Cruz flirts with the mainstream with their collabs, but all their collabs are cool.
Oh, they're good.
Their riders are sick. They've always been awesome.
Jeff Kendall's like the CEO.
He's like 35, right?
Jeff Kendall.
He looks amazing.
He's the greatest.
Andrew Cannon works there too.
He's very fit.
Alex White.
Andrew Cannon's a very fit human.
So I think that's pretty awesome. I mean, think of your favorite skate brands like Alien Workshop or, you know, even Powell. Like, yeah, they've been around for a long time. They've been through ups and downs. Santa Cruz has been steady. And with that 50 years, they did a Santa Cruz takeover. They had a bunch of fun parties and events and all that. And then
who have you been your favorite Santa Cruz skaters over the years?
I mean, I go to the classics, Rob Roskop, and this is purely based on graphics when I was a kid. Klaus Grabke.
Oh wow.
You know, like
all
the OG Santa Cruz guys.
Tom Knox.
Yep.
I think I was a huge fan of Richard Kirby. Do you remember who Richard Kirby was?
Yeah.
Mike Yosifer.
Yep.
You know, and then kind of fast forwarding into like where we are now. I mean, let's see who's on.
Indiara Asp absolutely shreds. Santa Cruz rider.
Yeah, I mean it's great. It's great.
You know, it is. It's such a legacy brand, and it's still so good. Yeah. So congratulations, Santa Cruz. Also part of the Santa Cruz 50-year celebration,
Kieran Woolley.
Salba documentary that was so good. It just basically follows him around and what he does on a normal day. It's
just yoga?
60 years
just
old.
Stretching all day long.
No, jumping fences, like breaking into houses and skating pools and like flying drones.
Because there's nothing more entertaining than
cool.
a documentary about a 60-year-old man breaking into homes to skate the pool in the backyard.
I loved it. It's called True Grit. Must watch. There's a lot of celebrations. America, This Is Skateboarding had a 20-year anniversary party with a pop-up that was pretty rad in LA. That was covered by Epically Later. And there's been some stuff happening with Epically Later, as in potentially some new series is coming out.
I think he may have gotten the rights back.
I hope so. What else? Shout out Chris Russell. That last episode of Cold Call on Thrasher Magazine was really sick. It's kind of all I have for skate news.
Okay, that's cool. Let's move on. Let's move on to snowboard news. Snowboard news is brought to you by Mint Tours. Guess what, everybody? We're going to Japan, and we're not paying for it.
Well, we're working for it because we're talking about it. I actually recruited a whole women's trip, I believe, for Mint Tours.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I've been talking Mint Tours up even off the podcast.
What do you think?
Out in the wild. I talked to some girls that they have an annual trip, and I was like, oh my God, check out Mint Tours, and guess who's going to Japan? Not with us.
How's your Japanese?
Kawaii desu ne. That means you're cute.
Kawaii?
That's all I know.
Shisurishimasu.
Don't touchimashite.
Oitamashimasu.
Don't touchimashite.
I can speak some Japanese.
Yes. Well, we're going. Mint Tours, are you ready for us?
It's going to be great.
Are you ready to hold my hand and help me down the hill?
Chris is going to falling leaf and waist-deep powder. It's going to be great. You guys are going to love it. It's
yeah.
Gonna be,
at Mint Tours on
the
gram.
A 13-hour ad block.
Just, yeah. POW, bro. POW.
All right.
Do you ride? Yeah, I ride
So,
POW.
check this out. Coming up next weekend is the MEKA Festival.
MEKA.
MEKA
I thought it was MECCA for a
is
long time.
going down in Denver, Colorado. There's going to be all kinds of crazy premieres.
I got a list.
Okay, well, go ahead.
And I'm going to say the name, and you tell me why you're excited to see it.
Sure.
Ride Snowboards, rated R.
It's a ride snowboard movie. I don't freaking know. The ride team is amazing. They're really
Quicksilver
good.
Sequencer.
Well,
Oh,
that
here we
one,
go.
that
He's
one
gonna
has
go
a
off on
very
this one.
special place in my heart.
Are you in it?
I'm in it.
Are you
I'm
sure?
I'm the team captain.
Have you talked to the editor?
As far as I know, I'm in it.
He might be in the credits.
I might be edited out. But
stay around after the credits. You might see Todd do a trick.
I think I'm in it.
It might be in the bonus features on the DVD.
I don't know how good the footage is,
Burton Bloom.
but I definitely am in it.
Burton Bloom.
Burton Bloom. I don't even know anything about that, but I'm sure it's good because Burton's got way more money than anybody else to throw at projects.
Jamie Anderson documentary.
That is going to be great.
Okay.
That is going to be great. Jamie Anderson has had, she is the queen of slopestyle.
Yep.
There's no arguing that.
Yeah. I'm not arguing.
Natural selection documentary.
You're taking my job. Natural selection doc.
I don't know anything about it.
Are you in it?
Probably my voice
Your voice
is.
is in it, not your head.
It'd be great if they had the very first natural selection voiceover with me and Willie McMillan when we were in Jackson Hole. And it was, if you know what I'm talking about, you know how great that would be if someone had that as a special feature on a DVD, just our commentary of that event. It was not for children.
Not safe for work. Did
Nope.
you know? A lot of people think Travis Rice invented natural selection, but it was actually Charles Darwin way back in the day. And it was held in Oregon, in the wilds of Oregon. Charles Darwin. Lobster Snowboards has a new movie coming out called We Are Losers 2.
If you don't
I don't know if that's at MEKA, but I know that I love Lobster Snowboards team.
Yeah. The Haldor Helgeson, if you don't know who Haldor is, look under your couch. You might find him. He might be under there. He has that look of like, I live under your couch.
Not to be confused with the Helgersons. Wasn't that like a stunt group? The Helgesons? They were like in Jackass later on.
Yeah, no, it's not them. This is Haldor and Aki Helgerson.
Can't wait to see that
Yeah,
one.
they are great. Haldor's incredible.
So this is when the snow videos drop.
right now.
fall.
This is it.
Cos Lemons nails the cover of the new issue of Slush magazine
Did you? Okay, so
with
Chris,
a 50-50 kink nightmare.
Chris has slush spelled on here, SLUCH.
Well, let me fix it then. God, look, I do all the work.
Sulch.
Just so everybody knows, I do all the work.
He does do all
Look,
the work.
I have the computer. All he has is a button-up shirt.
But if it wasn't for
All
me,
he's got is a
he
button-up
would just
shirt.
be talking to himself like a psychopath.
Oh, positive and shit. Good news here. Arapahoe Basin
The guns
started
are on.
making snow.
You know what that means?
Mount Bachelor got a dusting of the real stuff. It's happening, Todd.
You know what that means? Nate Dogg with 4Gs and Trailer Tom are already probably in line for
Come
the
on.
opening of A Basin. Will they make it one more year for first chair in Colorado? That is the question. That is the question that everyone is thinking about in Summit County.
So those are the guys that have done it for 10 years in a
Forever.
row.
Forever.
Do you think they're already like at the lift line now?
They definitely. Well, I know
'Cause
that. I
did
know they
snow.
have a formula. I've talked to people about this.
'Kay.
I know that they have a formula.
You want to give
and-
it away?
and they have inside lines because it's kind of a thing now. It's like, it's their, they want to hold this down, and there are definitely people out there that are trying to take out the title from them.
Really?
Yes, because
That'd be kind of lame.
the
I
more
mean,
you're
these
on
dudes have
top,
put
the
in
more
time.
haters you get, and there's people. But think about how lame it would be if you were just some like crusty turd farmer that just showed up in Summit County and you somehow snaked opening day from Nate Dogg and Trailer Tom.
The guys who've done it for 12 years.
Right. At least 12. Dude, we're talking
Do they listen to music?
like 20 years.
Do they listen to music in the lift line?
On
You would have to, because
on a
if you're there
backpack?
for like
no,
4
they
days.
they sleep in the lift line.
For how many days?
I think Otterstrom has actually popped first chair quite a few times with him too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Interesting.
A Basin's making snow. They just had snow. I mean, this isn't the first snow. I know Snowbird had some snow a little while ago, but it is the first real documented snowstorm that has happened in multiple ski resorts, which brings us to what we like to call weather predictions for the winter.
It looks about 80 degrees outside today in Encinitas.
El Nino is apparently coming. What does that mean?
Where?
Fucked if I know, because I even went online this morning to like research what El Nino really meant.
I already told you.
I know, but listen.
The Farmer's Almanac told us.
Almanac?
Yes, the Farmer's Almanac.
There's no... Okay, so when you look up El Nino and what the effects could possibly be for, let's just say the West Coast, because we live here, West Coast.
West Coast.
There's no definitive answer. It could be, it could be wet. It might not be.
It might be a good year. It might suck.
That's pretty much what it is. It's such a bunch of bullshit. It's almost as bad as Surfline.
I saw Reese Nelson in the San Diego airport.
Cool. Any other sighting news in the airport?
I watched Anthony Keaton at the Big Snow American Dream Mall ride his snowboard down an escalator.
Oh, God, that could go so bad.
That could go really bad.
How did
Zeb
it go?
Powell did it 3 years ago, but Anthony pulled it. He did it. This is all reported by our guy.
Stan?
You know our guy?
Stan?
Stan the man.
Yeah.
And Zeb Powell has a new episode of My Turn. It's a Burton show hosted by the homie, Salema Masakela. And if you ask me, anything with Zeb in it is going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, My Turn with Zeb by Burton, hosted by Salema. It's going to be sweet. That's all the snow news I have. Do you have any snow news?
Not that I want to talk about.
Oh, is that what you're talking to Taylor Steele about? You guys are making a snowboarding video?
Okay, I'll spill the beans. I got one more piece of snow news.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Breaking
this is
news.
Friday the 13th of October.
Okay.
We are having a premiere for our new Quicksilver movie, Sequencer, here in Encinitas at Hamburger Hut.
What?
It is going to be Friday the 13th.
Wow.
We are taking over Hamburger Hut. Quicksilver, all the boys are going to be here. Your Travis Rices, your Red Gerards, myself, the entire team's going to be here. Griffin Colapinto is probably going to come down with his boys. It's going to be a blowout. More news to come, but there is only so much room at Hamburger Hut. So you're going to have to get here early.
So should I go wait there now?
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the breaking news.
Okay.
Hamburger Hut, Sequencer premiere, Friday the 13th.
Put it on your calendar.
It's almost Halloween time, so if you come in costume, I don't know, maybe you'll get in faster.
Is that why you came in costume to the podcast today? That's so cool. Todd's already in the Halloween spirit, dressed up like
Danny Noonan.
Your valet Parker in front of Chart House.
I guarantee you, if I was in La Jolla and I was like running around frantically, I could steal anyone's car. You ever think about that?
Oh, yeah.
Like if you look like a valet Parker, you could just run up and steal someone's car.
I feel like,
no problem.
Khaki pants, a red or blue polo
and
with a hat.
And a sense of urgency.
You got to have a hat.
And over politeness.
You got to look worried, run fast, and be polite.
Right. You are for sure. Dude, you get tipped to steal someone's car.
Right. They're like, don't scratch my Lambo.
I'm telling you. I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm just saying if you need a little bread on the side, maybe try to flip that Lambo in TJ.
It's called Grand Theft Auto.
GTA, fool.
Grand Theft Auto. Got questions, but before that, let's talk about nerd news brought to you by New Greens. The writers' strike may be over. That's the good news.
I'm
but
no
now
longer
the actors
I'm
are
not
on
on
strike.
strike
No,
anymore.
the actors are on strike.
Actors
now.
are on strike now.
Yeah, the writing strike's ending. The actors' strike is just beginning. So
Out of the
there's going to be
frying pan
words. There's
into
just
the
no one
fi-
to say them.
Chris, this news I'm about to give you straddles nerd news and snowboard news. Are
Is it
you
about
ready?
Hamburger Hut.
Nope. This is sad news.
Okay.
If you are familiar with the movie Out Cold,
Yeah.
then you have to be familiar with the Salmo Hotel. This is the hotel that I pulled up in front of in Out Cold, and I went wheeled down, and you look up, and Stumpy's up there, and he goes, "That's the guy. That's right there. He is dick in the hot tub."
Jacuzzi
Loving it.
Casanova, the best line in the movie.
Salmo Hotel burned down.
Damn.
We
You ever
have-
think that might be karma for playing a character in a wheelchair. There were no other professional snowboarders that could.
I got better.
Funny. It's not funny.
Stop.
He had a broken leg. That's what they didn't have in the script. So there's no karma. Sorry about the Salma Hotel. I'm going to edit that out. The Netflix show called Spy Ops is unhinged and insane. It's true stories about U.S. spy operations around the world. And it's like there's no... It's CIA, FBI. It's crazy. This is real stuff. There's no dragons, but you might like it, Todd.
Not to be confused with Spy Kids, which is also a great movie.
Todd, you sent me a little snippet of Michelle Wolf's comedy series or comedy special.
She is so freaking funny.
I've watched all 3 episodes twice already. It's the comedy special of the year.
She's so smart.
I put her up with Chappelle, with
her delivery. Her delivery is incredible.
Yeah. She's that series is 3 bangers in a row.
Think Michelle Wolf would be on the podcast as a guest?
Call her.
You're the one that just like DMs people and like, hey, I really love your
I might
show.
DM her actually.
Could you be on our podcast?
I might DM her.
Do it.
There's lots in the news, Todd.
Mm-hmm.
Salmo Hotel burned down. There's wars happening, humanitarian crises. There's, refugees.
Crises.
But the most important thing in the news that we all need to be paying attention to, that we all need to care about, that we all need to, I don't know if we need to donate. I don't know what we need to do. We need to share it on our Instagram.
What?
Taylor Swift went to a football game. And she left with a douchebag player. So whatever your politics are
you not a Swiftie?
Whatever you believe in, religion, whatever your cause is,
push that off to the side.
Get it to the side. Taylor Swift went to a football game. So I hope you're all okay. I don't know where the GoFundMe link is.
I wonder if she'll write about that in the next album.
Dude is such a tool. I don't know him personally.
The dude is?
Travis Kelce.
What's his deal? Who's he play for?
The Chiefs. He did an interview where somebody asked him about Taylor Swift and he went like this. Is he like smelling his finger?
Wow. That was a big, you just drew a line.
He did that.
That was a long, but you just connected 2 dots that didn't need to be connected on our podcast. My daughter's watching for Christ's sake.
I want to. Taylor Swift has the opportunity to date anyone in the world. And again, I don't know Travis Kelce, but from what I know of him, I think she could do better. But at the same time, we know there's going to be a great album after this. After this douche nozzle, no doubt, hurts her. Why can't she just be with a nice guy?
Like who?
I don't. John Stamos.
John Stamos. Rogue choice.
Harrison Ford.
Anyway, we're going to move on to questions since Chris can only pair people that are 24 and 64.
This is from New Greens.
Welcome to Epstein's Island.
As a lifetime Encinitas resident, do you guys think that the summer of 2023 was the most lackluster, both weather and wave-wise? What happened this summer? What happened with that summer?
What is with this summer? This sucks. I feel like we're...
the summer that sucked.
This is like June
I'm
112th.
Even I'm getting negative.
Barely.
Even I'm getting negative. That summer sucked. But it's behind us.
No, it isn't. It's still shitty.
No, this is local summer. It's flat. Got to go to El Salvador. Brent LaFleur, a.k.a. Becky Bubs. Chris, what has been your favorite local dish when you're in El Salvador? Are we skating on Friday? My favorite local dish in El Salvador, hands down, the pupusa. It comes in many varieties. Cheese, bean and cheese and shrimp, just beans, just cheese, all kinds of varieties.
Is a pupusa kind of like a empanada? Or more like
flat.
A burrito?
It's a quesadilla. It's a little smaller. It's about that big. I believe it's cornmeal based.
How many pupusas does it take to fill you?
3 pupusas for $3. $1.50 if you want the camarón, the shrimp
Ugh.
in Espanol.
Ugh.
Yes, we're skating Friday at Poods. And again, anybody's welcome. We call this Adult Swim. We just invite everybody out. Friday morning, 8 o'clock, Poods Park. Don't bring your kids, though. We don't want to skate with kids. Grown-ups only. Bring your kids. I mean, you can bring a baby. Some people bring babies, and that's fine, but don't bring kids.
Bring your own baby. Don't just bring somebody's baby.
Yeah. We'd prefer you didn't bring any kids.
What's the homeless factor
Grown-ups only.
at 8 in the morning there?
None.
None? Okay.
None.
What else you got?
What else do I got here? It's Dean Ween's birthday. That's pretty cool.
Dean Ween from Ween, the band.
Captain Kook says, does morning wood float? Good question.
That's kind of brings us back to when Chris is denying that he took Viagra and went surfing.
I believe morning wood does float. If I think about it close enough. We'll try. Wilson is a surf journalist. Wilson.
H. Wilson.
If there was a team surf event, which brand would win? Billabong, Quicksilver, Rip Curl, Ruka, etc.
Now?
So
in current now.
Right now, let's say right now, and let's just go clothing companies only, because you can't do surfboards. That wouldn't be fair. Clothing companies only. Volcom.
Yeah.
Zhao Chianca. Yago Dora. Jack Robinson. Damn, dude, that was fast. That was good.
Yeah.
Billabong. Ethan Ewing. Seth Moniz. Quicksilver's team is pretty freaking stacked, bro. Team stacked.
But
you're saying Volcom?
I say Volcom.
In a surf contest. Okay.
Yeah. Volcom's got them. That's where the heat is. Competitive heat.
I think the Hanson Surfboards team would be pretty sick.
What else you got?
You're saying Volcom. That's a good one. I believe that's all the questions.
Look, I got shit to do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't. You got to find a new hobby is what you got to do.
I know. I was thinking like pottery. Like,
you got to go cry in the shower.
You know, like in Ghost?
Yeah.
I feel like.
If you see Todd around town, don't say the things you usually say to him. Say something nice. Compliment his shirt. He needs our love.
I'm just trying something new with a collared shirt. I found this in my closet. It had tags on it.
What year did you find it? 2012?
Shut up.
If you see Todd on the golf course today.
This has been the Monday Mass, brought to you by our friends that we talked about earlier in the podcast. All right, you guys, we will see you next week, where we will have more news, and I will probably be less sad.
More nudes.
30% less sad. I'll see you guys later.